Good morning, everybody. Damn, this thing's loud. Hey, did we finally break out of this range? It looks like it might have broken out of the range today. It might be a breakout for good. Well, for the next month or so, or maybe for FOMC tomorrow. All right. Good morning, Boston CEO. All right. Yeah, let's see what we can do today. It looks like we are breaking out though. Like it looks like we're coming down pretty heavy right now. Let's see. XAUUSD, share my screen. All right. So yeah, let's see what went down really. It looks like you started to really come down Asian last night at around like looks like 9 10 11 12 and leading into pre-London at 1 a.m. and then you kind of like sat in a range for a bit until around 5 a.m. and then 5 6 7 8 made its way down. 8 kind of already started pulling back here, but yeah, pretty decent. Pretty decent pushes on the way down here. You had this push here, pretty decent. A little break, 3-hour break, and then you started to pick up right after again on these next 3 candles here. And that total was like around, I think this total was around 1,000 pips. So not bad, because at least you're starting to break out of this range right here. So that's very good. As long as something is breaking out, it should lead to continuation or a start of a movement, because now this could also be this can still be somewhat of like a higher low before price makes its way back up to the top of the range again, right? Like this could be the first pop down, because this right here is your range between 4,900 and also 4,650, right? So like that could be the middle of your range, and then since this is the first breakout, the first breakout could lead to a fake out. So this could easily now come back into the range here, and if it does come back into the range, then you're gonna fill it, and then you can still continue its move back up, right? But remember how overall, like, you're looking at this initial move down, right? Like this is still lower highs too, right? So if this is gonna continue down, you'll see it. Like you'll see it continue down. You see it start to close below these areas. You'll see lower highs start to form on a small time frame. Like this is the daily, but small time frame, you might see it pull up, still hold those zones, and then eventually just continue taking its way down, right? If this is really gonna be bearish, right? But this is still very early into the daily, right? The daily time frame, the higher time frame. But we're always gonna enter the small time frame, so we just need to understand the higher time frame first. All right, 4-hour candle, you have about 38 minutes until a closure. It looks like you're gonna close bearish. It looks like. I don't know if it's gonna close below this area. I would like to see it close below there. If it closes below here, that'd be good too. But I mean, actually, yeah, it's gonna close below here regardless. Here, I don't know if this is really a level. Let's see. I don't think this is really too strong of a level here. I wouldn't really base it off of here. I think if it closes respecting here, or like below here, there's still a chance that you could come back up for top wicks in these areas here, right? But I would like to see it close below here. I think that's like your actual stronger zone here. So basically off of this area here, here going across, if you draw a line from left to right from like that, that's your zone, right? 45.80. So as long as you can close below 45.80, then you should be good to get continuations down to the bottom of the range. Cool. And then yeah, that's the 4-hour time frame. 1 hour is pretty cool. I mean, it's just it'll be a weak bullish closure. You still got 36 minutes, so it's a lot of time. This light is mad bright. Alright, it's much better. I was like, why is it so bright today? So yeah, like you got this zone that you want to close below, basically, right? So yeah, 35 minutes left, still a lot of time. Could still make another push down. I think the 1 hour could still flip bearish here. Still a lot of times, right? Still more than half the candle. But if it doesn't close below, it's fine. I think small time frame will kind of give us an idea next. I'm assuming if it doesn't close below here, what you can get next is like a top wick first for the 1 hour opening. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we have a pullback yet on a small time frame. Like I don't think we have an actual higher time frame pullback yet. So if you get a top wick first on the 1 hour candle or the 4 hour candle next, then could that be the top wick to continue back down? Right? Unless you flip now before the 1 hour closure and you drop down now, which we can take sells on before 9. But yeah, if it ends up being here till if it ends up sitting here until 9, first initial top wick for 9 and then wick entry sells could be a thing too. All right, because looking at the small time from here, I mean, actually, yeah, you do have your first pullback. I'm tripping. This is like a 400 pip pullback just now from 750 up until 820. So you do have a little top wick there. All right. This is markup. Let's go and mark up this range. Four, 5, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. Or it could be a little lower. I think there's cool. So let's put one here. 40, 45, 33. And then we're gonna, so that's your like your next support target area, whatever you want to call it. And then let's see what else is there. Any lag candles I'm missing today? You have one over here. Yeah, below 45.33, you got more. on the way down. Could this be higher? Maybe a little higher, and then this could be down here. That makes more sense actually. So 40, you have like 45.68, and then if you break below 45.68, then you got 45.93, which is going to be down here. All right, so how much is this range? This is 710 pip range. And then we'll add something as a resistance. So top wick for the 1 hour is what we're looking at next, right? If you were to open up for 4 hour and 1, where would the top wick be? Right, so 46.75, how far is that? I mean, that's 1,000 pips almost. So probably not as aggressive for a 1 hour top wick. I would say maybe 46.17. How far is 46.17 from the breakout highs? On the breakout highs, that's going to be another 160, which I think is pretty doable for a 4 opening, because it won't require that much work to break the 1 hour highs, especially if you look at the 1 hour push earlier. Started the top wick earlier from here. You look at it from here, you look at this these two candles, so you can probably put them together as a doji. So if this is a doji, you can kind of just block it out, right? There's not much to break here. The next thing you're breaking maybe might be in these areas. So if those areas break, then you're just gonna fill. This should be no problem to fill. And once you break the high, it should be like clean traffic. I'm just wondering if there's maybe something here instead. 46.08 instead of 46.15. But yeah, if it opens up, first thing it does is top wick. Within those areas could be your wick entries, wick entry sells, right? 46.15, and then you also got 46.08, which is right here. Yeah, I'll leave it as that for now. So one more thing, just one more resistance. Let me just confirm this might be a little higher. 46.21. Let's add this box here and we'll call it. Yeah, so 46.21, 45.68, 44.96. 46.21, 46.08, 45.68, 44.93. Perfect. All right. So yeah, I'll have these areas here, guys. Basically, sum it all up. I know that took a long time, but to sum it all up, we're looking for sells. It's just we're right now at this level of support zone here, so we're looking for a way that price could. We're looking for a way that price could actually push through that support zone. So what we'll see if that were to occur is we'll see price actually make its way down, re-break the lows, and then you'll see like holds of 46.58 or 45.68. If those candles continue to hold that resistance, right, you start to just create lower highs below, and on a small time frame you might even get something like this where, you know, it's just kind of like the low ranges. But once you get that and you're still holding, as you re-break the lows, that's your continuation. So kind of like the leg candle, just like structure is what we're waiting for. You do have some leg candles as well below these areas. I think until like 45, 45.26, 45.27 areas, but that's what we're looking for continuation, right? Just because you're coming off of a pretty decent move down from pre-London or Asian pre-London to early New York. So yeah, slow down at some point. I'm hoping we can, if it does slow down for the NY session, because when price slows down, it'll slow down for like maybe 2 hours, I'll say, before it picks up again. So if you stop moving at 8, what time you gotta pick up again? Probably 10, 10:30, 10:15. But if we can be part of the wick entry sell as price pulls back up and like before it starts to actually range, because what's gonna happen is you can get a 4-hour top wick on the next candle, first initial move up, right? After that happens, you can just start ranging there. For all I know, right? But at least you'll be able to get the wick entry sells. So if there's another move left before there's a break, if there's a break, it's probably going to be the 4-hour top wick, and then we'll be set. All right, but we gotta figure it out too. So we have like wick entry areas at like 46.08 and then 46.21. Between those areas here, up here, for the wick entry sells. And then for buys, I mean, buys we're kind of far away from really right now. I think buys for us would be more so above like 40, what is this? 46.73 zone. So if you were to completely correct this range and make your way up above those areas, sure. Above these areas, that's going to be your continuation buys, right? But until then, at any given point, this can still continue down with last night's move. All right, so yeah, that's kind of what we got for the NY. You know it's kind of far, but just in case, what would stops and lots be for wick entry sells? Wick entry sells, I think if you get a 46.08, you're looking at, I don't know if we're gonna use this. Let's see, what's the next one we can use? Probably 48.01. I think 48.01 is pretty fair. I think these ones might be a little too tight here. Yeah, I think 40, maybe 47.77, but probably 48.01 to be fair. So it's gonna be around like 1,800 pips. So lots would probably have to be 0.05 0.05 lot probably. Giveaway already? No giveaway for today, man. We just did one yesterday. There won't be like a DSL one giveaway for a long time. I think we've only done prior to that one like 3 other giveaways for the course before. We'll do other giveaways, right? But no, not today though. I caught the break this morning on gold. I was down 5% for the month, but I'm back to break even for the month now. Damn, so that was a 5% trade you got this morning. That's not bad. It's pretty good. You said price going to 44.30? It may, yeah. For a top wick, it may. There's a possibility. I got 46.08 next as a zone, and then 46.21, and then right above 21 is you got 30 right away. So there's a lot of potential for that, yeah. Leg candle at 47.01 on 1 hour time frame. 47.01. Yeah, it is a leg candle, but it's like it's really far away from that area, you know. Like it's gonna be a little bit of a stretch to say we're coming up just for a leg candle. I think we can take that leg candle a bit more seriously if you start breaking above like 46.70. You break above that area, then yeah. But until then, this could lower highs, right? Could still make its way down. So that might be a little more difficult. It's just really far. That's like, I think that's like 1,000 pips. At that point though, you're bullish for the correction. Are you gonna add this liquidity without Wix play into resources? This one? Yeah, but I just don't know how we're gonna apply it because it's not really like it's usually on like a higher time frame that we notice it on. Like sometimes we could see on the minute too. I just don't think we spot them on the minute or 5 or 15 too much. Like usually we spot them on the higher time frame. So chat, this is a play that like we were breaking or looking at in Divas 01 in the last like year. So it's basically just like whenever you get, where is my resources? It's like we've been looking at this for a minute now. I think the first time we started looking at it, this was set in May last year, right? Basically, like usually when you're just like the ranges are getting wider and then you break out. This is a little different from this one though. I think this is more so what I was referring to here, but you'll get like lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Like you're slowly like coming down, right? But there's like no liquidity. Well, what that means is like there's nothing that's really breaking it out above the areas before it makes its way back down to the bottom of the range. So that's why we call it liquidity of all wicks, because it's just small time frame structure leading up to that push. So this is a 30-minute time frame. You'll get like lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and then you just kind of take off to mirror the range. So that's kind of basically what happened last night during this on the 4-hour time frame, right? Throughout last week, you're just like creating like lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and then you just kind of took off, and there's no liquidity needed, right? I think throughout last week we were looking for liquidity too. So yeah, I was like, are you gonna add it? I'm like, I don't know, because we rarely get the idea, and if we do, I don't know if we solely base the ideas off of off of this to enter, you know what I mean? But I think it just probably needs a bit more like sample sizing. There's only been like how many in the last year? You think like 5, 6 in the last year, so it's not that often. So usually when it's not that often, it's not really, it doesn't really make the playbook, but we'll see. But yeah, this is live chat. This is like something that we like would look at the same way we started looking at the leg candle, the same way we started looking at range 1, range 2, set replay, like everything else. Like this is just another one of them. Just another one of them skews, but yeah, it's a little. I gotta see. It's only been a year. Yes, that's not it. It's more so this. I guess what we got similar, what we got close yesterday too, was we mentioned that this is the middle of the range. I think yesterday we mentioned the same thing, like, oh, these are the middle of the ranges. So if you were to come up, you're gonna need to come down first, right? To fill the ranges before making your way up, if you do make your way up. And then I guess that's part of the liquidity of what Wix played too. I guess it's still seen in a way. I'm gonna buy from 45.55 order block. You reckon they'll touch 505? You're gonna buy. Oh, you want to go back to BE? Honestly, I don't know if it'll touch. There's a chance it still could, because this is still the very first stages of creating lower highs. I think you'll be safe above 46.21, but obviously at that point you're a lot more in profit. I'll say just set your stops to BE and then trail stops. Trail your stop loss and profit. Maybe trail it to the 1 hour lows at least. Trail it from here to here. Trail like 160 in profit. And then just as the next 1 hour opens up, you might get a bottom wick first. So that could wipe you out in profits. But if you survive the bottom wick, then trail it to the current low of that new 1 hour candle, in hopes that that 1 hour takes off, right? Like, what's your TP? 4608, 4650. I'm guessing 4650 if you enter at 555, right? That's probably your TP somewhere here. Is the previous 30 leg? This one? Yeah, this one's a leg candle. This bearish one is one. This bullish one, no, it's not. This bullish one is just like a weak bullish with a wick fill, so you can get a wick fill. I don't have any buy ideas until you probably make your way above like 7.4 or something. I'm gonna grab a cup for this coffee. Hold on. Chat, like this stream, chat. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far, hit that like button. Appreciate y'all. Thoughts on wick entry buys, zones below. Wick entry buys below might be a little suicide, but yeah, it might be a little suicide. I don't know. Wick entry buys is a little. It feels like if this was the first breakout, maybe if you were breaking out below here, I think that would be a lot like much more probable of an idea. But since like this is already really bearish from. Like you broke through two ranges, wick entries below is a little suicide because that high likely could just clean traffic all the way through, unless you're looking for something down there. But like 6-8 zones might be a little tough, man. TP 4700, but your DLD trailing stop loss along the way. Yeah, you wanna make sure you at least trail. Gold move $150. Top 5 largest daily candle. Top 5 the largest daily? Really? How about these ones though? 1. Unless this is larger than these ones. 2. 3. 4. Top 5 largest? I don't know about top 5 largest. Top largest of the month though, for sure. Largest of the month, for sure. Think gold is still gonna drop more? Is that a question or a statement? Oh wow, you're already coming up before the 4-hour candle. You might actually get entries before the 4-hour candle here, chat. For the wick entry sells. You're about to break the highs here. So yeah, pay attention to 4608 here. There could be something within that area for us to grab the wick entry sells off of. 4608.54 is your next zone, so pay attention to that. So hopefully no pullbacks. Like if you can get one clean pop up, I don't see why not. It's gonna be 4608.19. As long as you can get pullbacks here. Yeah, I think stops are like 4801 or something, right? Or 4781. Is that a pullback? Let's see how severe that one is. If there's a pullback, we'll just move the zone up. So instead of like looking for a 4608.19, we'll look for like a 4621 instead of 4608. For the wick entry sells. All right, here we go. $46.08. What were our stops again? Around here, right? 4801. That's what we had here. 4801 as our stops. So it rebroke the highs there, didn't drive. 80 pips away. If this rebreaks the lows, you might get a steeper bottom wick, so this idea could be moved if that were to happen, depending on how steep the bottom wick is. Looks like you're pulling back prior here. All right, we got 6 minutes left until for opening. Yeah, so if it does end up being a steeper bottom wick, or there are pullbacks on the way up, we'll move it up towards 46.21 next, right? 46.21 is gonna be up here, up in these areas, and then after that, I think you got like 46, 41. Right, but we'll keep moving the zone up if you keep getting steeper top wicks or bottom wicks, which is structure. All right, chat. Hold on, give me like a minute. Lots probably gonna be 0.05. Yeah, 0.05 lot. Oh, this thing might actually be taken off here. All right. Guess I'm standing right here. All right, my fault, chat. Looks like we didn't tap into 4608 and we just tapped into 4601, 4600, I think. So it just kind of broke the highs and you got this push down just now. So yeah, new 4 opening, no top wick first thing that happens, which just kind of came down and filled half of this wick, right? So question is, like, is it even gonna print a top wick, or is this gonna be the continuation? I'll tell you one thing now though, since you got a steep pullback down on the way up here, if you were to come back up, it probably won't be a 4608 anymore, so you can get rid of that zone. You're looking at probably 21 or like 41 next. How come you use such a massive stop loss, like 1,000 to 2,000 pip stop loss? Because look at the conditions. So like usually we'll be using, and what I mean by usually is like when we were in a time where your previous like 4-hour structure, this would be in the past maybe like 300 pips, maybe 200, maybe 180, right? We'll put our stops above here. It'll be like maybe 400 pips. That would usually be our like stops prior. But with the way you're moving nowadays, with how big the ranges are, there's no way we can use that same stop loss, because we can't really base our stops, or you don't want to base your stops off of pips, because conditions could remain the exact same, but your pips are different now, right? So when you adjust to the actual structure, it will give you a much bigger stop loss. So yeah, there's just no way I can use like a 400 pip stop. Our last loss was in January, I think, and that was for 700. Like even a 700 pip stop loss, like I don't think we can even use it anymore. But the bigger stops are, the more you have to just adjust your lots, right? So the smaller your lot sizes will be. Or yeah, basically we're gambling. We're just gambling better odds now, basically. That's what we're doing. Sinjao, what's up, man? Do we have a bearish 1 hour lead to the left? Yeah, this one that got filled, I think. Or which one are you talking about? This one? Some bullish ones down here. Like, it would have been nice if we could have been part of that wick entry ideas, because like, remember, you've had a move today from London, Asian, London to pre-NY. So right now you're kind of just sitting here. I mean, it's coming down towards like nearing the bottom of the range, but it can literally sit here and take a break until 10. I mean, it doesn't look like it's taking a break. It looks like you're coming down pretty hard, but there's a chance, right? Because usually when you move during like in like 3 sessions in a row like that, like Asian, London, and in pre-New York, like New York will usually range until maybe like 10:30, 11. So if you can get in on the wick entry sells on the second initial pullback in this case, then you're set. But now that you're coming down, you can literally just come down like this and then come back up to the top of the range, and then just it starts just doing this. Right now it's like your break before 11 picks up and you start to get continuations or whatever. There's not much I have like within this area here. You're moving. You got another push here. Let's see. Is it gonna break through? So that was like 70 pips away. It wasn't too close, but that was the closest we got. God damn, this chat's slow. Chat, where are you? Y'all just like, I guess you guys don't have accounts? Holy. In Divis01 chat might be moving a little faster than the YouTube chat. Chat, did you guys take some buys at 4,600? Is that why? You about to smoke? All right. Divergence kind of like depressing. This one's a little better. Yeah, I think we actually might start we might start ranging within this area perhaps. Let's hope not. If you come back up above 4603 and it doesn't push through and it just rejects again, there's a high chance you could start ranging. If it does push through, maybe you can make its way to 21 and then that's your wick entry sell again, but that'll be the third time it breaks the highs. You know what I mean? I hit sells from 46.71 to 46.17 on 0.2 lot last night. Only 138 CAD though. Which mean only 138 CAD though. That's good. What percentage did you make? $5.7 looks good for buys in the 15. $5.70 looks good for buys in the 15. $5.70. Oh, you mean like wick entry ideas? Yeah, I got nothing there. But did they already reject them? I have nothing here just because like this is like the second time you're pushing through. So I don't know whether it's gonna hold here or reject and come back up. It was a $25 account. You've been flipping small accounts and withdrawing 300 to 500 while trying to grow my main. That's good. So if you flip your 25 and withdraw like 3 to 5, you already flipped it. No? Wait, what's the smallest? I swear you can only pop like a 0.01 lot max is like what, 250 pips I think on 0.01 lot. No, yeah, 250 pips probably, 0.01 lot. Yeah, 25 bucks is still tradable. What's a glass cannon method? You flipped a $15 account at 600 plus in a couple days middle of the month, left it on a gap. Oh, you left it on a gap over the weekend. The thing is, if that gap hit, you would have ate off of it. If that gap hit, you would have been at 1200. Anyone chat flip 50 to 1K in a day? I didn't flip this in a day, but I flipped the 1K to 30. It was within, I think, 5 days. Or 1K to 28,000, 29, like around 30. That was April 24. During like gold when it was at all-time highs again. April 24. But then I just withdrew it. Cause I keep going at that rate. You're gonna eventually run into some run out of some luck. I remember when I used to try flip accounts like this is like 2020 probably. I remember we're trying to trade we're trying to flip. We're 2019. I think we're trying to flip like the best position you can put yourself in when you're trying to flip an account is when you just have when you're on the right side of the trend and then you have 8 stack positions within that trend. And it's let's say price is just heavily pushing down, and then you got positions, and you're not even thinking about moving stops to break even. You're just thinking oh, it's gonna run, and you start calculating how much you're gonna make when it gets to a certain price point. Okay, if it gets to my TP, you start calculating, the account should go from 1K to 4. If it doesn't, you're on tilt. And then that candle comes back to break even, and now you're just it just sucks. It's your account was sitting at you start off 1K, your account was sitting at maybe 2.8. It hasn't gone through yet, so you're not too excited yet, but you're somewhat excited. Oh, there's a lot of potential. It looks like you're good, and that's kind of comes back up liquidity, and you're and then it just, you're damn, I should have closed. Gold's nice last year. Yeah, no, quarter 4 was really nice last year. Quarter 4 was, yeah, it was very nice last year. I think that was one of the best quarter 4s I've seen. It was pretty consistent, didn't slow down. And then January came, and that's when things really slowed down. This year alone, chat, how many of you guys have had more difficulty this year, starting this year, than prior years? Or not difficulty, but a lot less, Or you know what? Yeah. Have you had difficulty starting the year off? What made you finally say I'm going to take my time and stay disciplined? I think just I don't know, when you're in the mindset of like trying to flip, like you're gonna have a lot more emotions than if you were to just trade daily and know like you're gonna be here tomorrow regardless of what happens today. Like you get to a point where you're not over leveraging your account to flip it. Like you're not gonna say things like, oh, shoulda, woulda, coulda no more. Like if you start with the 1K account and then you try and flip a 1K to 4K within like 24 hours and the accounts are moving, yeah, of course you'll be high up on emotions, right? Like your accounts are pumping. You're making like, you could flip your account times 3 within one trade. You go from 1K to 5. You're already thinking about the 10K mark. You're probably already thinking about, once I get to 10K, I'm gonna do the same thing. That's gonna be 40 bands, and that just like that, 40 bands. That's gonna change my life. But it requires a little bit of luck too, right? When you like over leverage like that. And that's the high you're chasing. You're chasing the high of like, you need that little bit of luck. But if you just like, it's called dopamine trading basically. You get rid of the dopamine trading and you accept that you're not gonna do that, there's gonna be no dopamine left. Like you're not gonna be excited to trade no more. And that's what you wanna, that's how you wanna be trading. When you're not gonna be excited to trade, you're just kind of like, okay, cool, this is part of my job, my whatever, I'm showing up every day, cool, right? But when you're like, you know, excited to trade, that's usually when you're more prone to doing crazy shit. You find last quarter is better, yeah. You enter off confirmation type of structures? Yeah, like we use, there's confirmations within our structures, yeah. There's confirmations. Either if it's like higher time from or lower time from, yeah, we're always applying market structure, always. Like even on this wick entry sell that we had, that was based off of market structure, because you're expecting like a lower high before you start to range. And it looks like, let's see, NYC in 5 minutes. So if it doesn't move for NYC, then yeah, you could start to just range for the session. You felt it's been easier? You said clear trades taken. Let me clear that. Trades taken was from yesterday. Let's pull up. How many days we got? Like 2 days, 3 days? I mean, if April ends like this, I wouldn't be too upset. Like it wasn't anything too crazy of a month. Maybe we'll get runners still, but I mean, I'll take the 5% for the month. A much slower month than last month. But I think last year was a much slower month overall too. I think last year we took a loss in April, like an actual loss. In 2024 we had a negative month. In 2023 we didn't do too great as well in April. In 2022 we did pretty decent. So yeah, I'll take the month. I think it's been pretty steady, considering we don't do the best in April. 84 trades in April. All right, NYC, let's go. Let's see. You can get a 30-minute flip here. A live 30-minute close. You get a 30-minute top wick here. What's your strategy right now? Just the same strategy we've had. Just price action. I don't know if I've ever really created a name for the strategy. It's just price action, market structure, and candle reading. I don't know if we've ever like named the strategy something. I think we tried to, but it's just nothing ever stuck. The Don V strategy. I guess when people ask that question, it's like, because I guess they're trying to refer to like you trade order blocks or you trade like I think common names for strategies maybe. Just if I were like chat, what do you guys think we trade really? Like for those who've been here, like I'll just say price action. No, like what would be the best name to describe it? Price action. Onions and celeries. Onions, yeah. Celeries, like direct celeries, no. Onions are still like part of it, yeah. You said play small lot. It's just breakouts, that's it. But how about our wick entries? What's up, Addy? Go move on the south side. And let's see. You said 570. 570 is still holding. Yeah, 570 is still holding here. How about now? Yeah, I guess just breakouts, wick entries, leg candle fills. Onions are still, if you think about it, the leg candle is basically an onion. We're just not entering at the top of the range. So like, instead of like, usually when you get like a push down like this, and then you get like a push back up to the top of the range. All right, let's say that's what a leg candle is now. That's your leg candle, right? Damn, if I could draw here. This is your leg candle, basically. That's how it would have looked. Am I tripping? All right, fuck it. Forget the leg candle. But when we enter like the onion now, we'll probably look to enter. Oh, I am fried. I think I knew why that wasn't a leg candle, because this was a bullish candle going down. All right, so let's say you got something like this, and then you got something like this. All right, that is your leg candle now. There you go, because this is the bullish candle. This is the bottom wick, right? Start off here, came all the way down, came up. That's your leg candle. So when we're looking for, like, let's say the onion play, in the past we'll try to get in once you get one bearish candle like this, but we know that's not enough confirmation anymore to just go off of one candle like that on a smaller time frame or whatever time frame it is. You want to see if this is actually going to hold. So sometimes what you might get next is you might get like a steeper top wick before coming down, right? And if you do get that, that's basically your leg candle, because this is your body reaction on the leg candle. Yeah, top wick, come back down, and this is how it looks on the higher time from the leg candle afterwards, right? So when we look for a leg candle, we're usually looking for them like below here. So then you can say fake out, whatever you want to put it as, but you can still put the onion. Basically, it's the same similar concept, but just kind of apply an extra 2 confirmations. So it's still there, it's just not just blindly anymore. Not blindly there. Could it be a confirmation for a push down? Could it Could this be a confirmation for a push down? Perhaps. I think there's a break period though. Like, I just think if it wasn't for a wick entrance today, there's likely going to be a break period of like just no movement within those 2 hours of a session, and it could start to take place. It's already been maybe 38 minutes, still a little early, but if you don't move by 10, then I'm assuming, yeah, that's your break period, right? Remember, think about it. Like, you move, like, forget about pip count, forget about like market structure, just think about like common cycles, drive, range, liquidity. Like, drive was like your Asian last night, London, early New York. You got to New York session, you're in a range now / liquidity. So that is your longest stage. You know what I mean? So probability wise, there's a higher chance you have to just drive liquidity range for the session than drive for the session, because you already got to drive. But you can probably count this as your entire range now, unless it shows signs that's going to pick up, but it looks like it's just sitting there. So when you understand it, you're kind of just like, you know, taking it a bit more easy. Whereas if you don't have that concept, you're just like always in a hunt for some. So surreal. I'm already on my second cup of coffee. Could it flip candle in 4 hours, create support? Could it be a bearish to continue going down? Could it be a flip candle in 4 hours to create support? Like, if this candle flips, could it be support? Yeah, it could be. How strong is the zone even though? Like the zone is strong, but like there's still potential for like 44 and 93, you know what I mean? 4502, 41, or yeah, 4502.413. Like, yeah, a bunch of areas here. Anything else we can play here? How come it's all piano? All the copyright music? Three or four cups. Yeah, I might gotta higher the dosage here. Chill, egg coffee was like one time, okay? But it was good. There needs to be a second time. You guys, G, I don't know. She made it off of like a recipe. I think you just froth the egg. Like you get the crack an egg open. You throw away the yolk, and then you just froth the whites, and then on low heat, you froth it with like a frother, and then you I think you just pour it onto the coffee after, and you shake like cinnamon or like, I don't know, cinnamon dust, chocolate dust on it, something like that. It's like whitish yellow. Of course, the buy is eating on 30-minute when I'm paper trading. What's wrong with that? You paper trading, that's good though. If you're able to cash the buys on paper trading, you can get to cash the buys on real trading then. So that's good, some good confirmation right there. This music's a little better. Let's save this one. Damn, Panzo, no coffee, no smoking. Like you fresh, bro. You straight fresh. Chat, who in this chat smokes? Hey Pants, I'll tell you one thing, bro. Don't get peer pressured ever. I'm about to quit. How long you been smoking for to quit? Make tea. And you just, some people be doing that, microdosing tea. You're on your second glass for the day? Hold on, isn't it like 9:45 a.m. right now? Second glass of a day? You need periods of pressure though. True? Damn, 10 years mark. Why not live stream last Friday? You're still asking that? It's Tuesday today. I was working on DVS01, which has dropped yesterday. And we did a giveaway yesterday for it as well. And yeah, well, I just woke up late. I went to bed at 4, thought I can wake up at 7, and then I just slept through a line, woke up and it was 10. And I was like, should I come by even still?
What's up, guys?
And yeah, I just didn't make it. So we're here today though. We are here today. How long you usually hold trades for? Yesterday's trade was a minute. Some days it's 30 hours. Basically, you know what? How did I check my stats in MT5 here again? What did I click on, Penzo? I always forget this setting here. Where did I click to view my stats here for my account? View report. Oh, okay, cool. Reports. Yeah, so this is what, where's my hold? Average time hold 43 minutes, it says. I guess because we did have that 30-hour trade, but damn, 43 minutes, like that sounds crazy. Yeah, this is kind of what we've been doing. Majority, look, 69.61 short positions. Like, that's a lot. Yo, Super Rio, I gotta add an emote whenever someone resubs. Thank you, yo, for the 13 months. Appreciate you. Yeah, majority short trades, 30% longs. That's like quite a difference, to be honest. And then it's just gold, so I don't know what any of this means here. I know what this means. Wow, consecutive wins, 29. Without break evens. All right, how do I exit this screen now? Right here? Yep, there you go. MT5 has that. Yeah, you go on, there's mobile version too. If you go on your mobile or your desktop, go on view and then go on reports. I think on mobile, click on your history and then there's a report button. Click on that and it takes you to like a screen that has the same info. Jayla, you can tell me a short and buy, right? But question is, are you shorting and buying? Cause you've been spamming out buy, sells, buy, sells, buy, sells. So have you been making money? Six-year trend, never knew. Well, that's why you subbed to the channel. Now you know. 13 months paid off. Appreciate you, bro. Don't you have plans to swing trade gold in your paid signals? I mean, is it included? It's not like included because I don't swing. So yeah, it's not included because I don't swing. If I do start swinging, yeah, you'll get them, but I don't. Maybe I don't know. I'm open to it, but not anytime soon. Website is 8 a.m. East. ADM East. Go to ADM East if you want more info on any of the playbooks that are out, the signals, or the course. 8ameast.com. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I don't know, I'm open to it. Oh, no, I'm man. All right, bro. Yeah, I got my coffee ready. Yo, the funny thing is I started off swing trading like in 2019, 2020. At one point, we were just swing trading on gold. I was looking at my old Instagram posts and I was talking about we're gonna hold gold for 2,200 pips here. You know, I know damn well we close at 10 pips. So, bro, the 4-hour close below a range on the 30 is flipping for long. The 4-hour close below a range, but the 30 is flipping for longs. That can mean a top wick on the 4-hour then. If the 30-minute time frame flipping for longs and the 4 candle has no top wick, you flip on the 4, that's your top wick on the 4. So yeah, chat, there's still a chance we can get wick entry sales, yeah. Chat, you got swing traders or scalpers in the chat? Let me know. What do you got, swing traders or scalp traders? You cut your pump early. What'd you get, Issa? I scalp, bro. It's in the name. Okay, bro. I'm more of a swing trader, honestly. I'm way too desperate when I scalp. I do like 20% scalping, 8% swing. Yeah. I always thought that eventually I'll swing as I get older, but maybe that would change again. I don't know why I wouldn't be able to dedicate 2 hours of my time every morning to scalping, you know what I mean? But who knows? Things change. Shit. We might be swing trading by the end of the year. What are your opinion on traders who take 5-6 trades in a day? For me, it might be too many decisions to make, honestly. Like, my best days are when I take 1 or 2 trades, or 0 to 2 trades a day, or 3. I don't know. It depends. Like, there's a lot that it depends on. Like, it's like, how many sessions do you trade? Because I trade 1 session. So if you trade more than 1 session, you can have more opportunities to take trades. Chat, who here trades different sessions? Like, if you be trading like London, Asia, and New York, put a 1 in the chat. If you trade all 3 sessions, put a 1 in the chat, because like, you're crazy. You're probably below 21 too to have that sleep schedule. That's actually insane. I used to do that, but I cannot do that no more. Like, the other day I stayed up to 4 a.m. I was like, wow, I don't know how I used to do this all the time. Like, I haven't stayed up to 4, 5, 6 a.m. in forever, and I actually felt the tiredness. Four years ago, you're pissing us. Yeah, we tried to like swing, but I think is it really a swing? I think we're maybe looking at, like, I guess it was a swing, but I think daily time frame was what we're basing our trades off of instead of like the 4. You know, I think what I used to do is like call a swing out, and then we're just still scalp in between. So there's your hedging right there, basically. New York and London, New York and Asian. All right, cool. So it looks like no one here trades 3 sessions. 2 sessions, cool. Yeah, like 2 sessions I can do with my time zone. If you're from Asia though, I think if you're Asian, or if you're from Asia, you could probably, honestly, if you're Asian too, to be honest, you can probably trade 3 sessions. Like, you can probably trade the Asian for the opening at 8, and then you got London, and you got NY, I guess. All right, bro. All right, man. All right. Scalpers are crazy. Scalpers are more like, you trade all 3 sessions, you're a scalper, you're like a psychopath. You recommend prop firms? I don't recommend. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I would recommend if I had a prop firm. I just don't have a prop firm. What happened? Why XAUUSD? The month of May could be a start of falling down. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it could be a leg candle too in 2 days. Next month could. Woo. Oh, you said falling down. Well, if this is a leg candle, there's a chance next month can just pop back up. I think it's still in the range here. Looking at price. I think if we think about it, like for it to like really come down next month, like this, it's gonna require a lot of structure building up to it, and I don't think we have that on like the higher time frame yet, on the weekly especially, because this is your range from here to here. So before breaking out, you need to kind of like pop up to pop back into the range, and I think that might make more sense, or pop down to come up to then come down again. But I think you need a lot more of like structure for that to occur. There's a wick fill. I was hoping this month could fill the wick, but who knows, man? Who knows? Tomorrow's FOMC, right? We're gonna do a double session tomorrow, guys, so we'll be here. But maybe tomorrow could do this entire wick fill. Who knows? Let me not speak too soon. You still got FOMC tomorrow, biggest floor of the month, right? Tomorrow FOMC. Yeah, so double stream tomorrow. We'll be here in the morning at 8, and then in the afternoon we'll be here as well at like 2 for double sessions. Yo, this music. Let's find a different playlist here, man.
Yo, listen, oi, run that again, I'm shelling.
I need no lyrics here. 12 hours. It's cool, it's cool. Do not trade profit until you're a profitable trader. That is a fact, though. Yeah, that is a fact, though. Because you can just spend that money on a small live account, prove you're profitable, and then switch over to a prop. Get some payouts, switch back to a live, and just got a method. A lot, 45.85, and took a pineapple 45.76. Oh shit, you missed on 200. Damn. At least it's coming back down now, so. Chat, let's see. You might get some volume here. It's 10 a.m. here. Let's see, man. I mean, we're just looking for continuations of breakouts today. Or we can get wick entry sells if you pull up. Chat, if you guys are enjoying the stream, I appreciate it. Hit the like button, man. Thank you. We got 50 likes right now. Let's get to 100. Wait, why can't you redeem, Leo? Did you follow the thing that I named? That I mentioned? No, don't give it a Penzo. He's just gonna flip it. They're gonna use it. You create an account. Okay, can you tell me, just name me, tell me the email you use on the Discord thing. Yeah, tell me the email you use or name of the account, and then should be an easy link, should be done like right now. Are you going to FX Summit this year, Don? I don't think I'm going to FX Summit this year. Chat, have you guys ever been to the FX Summit? I'm gonna go IRL stream at the FX Summit. How about that? Yo, that's gotta be a banger idea right there. IRL stream at the FX Summit. Nah, that's like different right there. Like that's like some IRL trading and IRL stream, like Twitch energy right there. That is gonna be a first IRL man. Mark this stream right here. Wait, when is the FX Summit? All right, bro. I got you. Leo. Let me just. It's supposed to be in Miami again this year. Miami. Where is it? Is it actually Miami? May 21st. The FX Summit is the new TwitchCon, basically, no? Yeah, you guys ever been to TwitchCon? TwitchCon is pretty big too. That's a Thursday. Yeah, we'll see, maybe. May 21st, IRL stream? Shit, who knows? Maybe, bro. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. That won't be too bad of an idea. Yeah, maybe, man. I got some ideas for this 1K account too, so maybe that might be a better play. If you go, I go. You go slow. What's that line? If you go, I go. We go slow. From her loss, Drake. Her. What's that one line? If you go, I go. We go slow back. Some. Yugoslavian, Yugoslavia. And there's an expo trading out Hong Kong. Hong Kong's a little too far for me though. Where was the summit last year? I swear it's always Dubai or Miami, like literally trading central. Miami and Dubai. Yo, Leo, are you in there? Try now. See if you have access. That's your hometown, man. Sorry, chat. I'm not talking about the charts today because like we're not really moving. You know what I mean? Just waiting for us to kind of move to catch our attention here. But I figured if it wasn't for the wick entry, you would just be chilling for a little bit. But it's almost 10:45, so but it'll be the 2-hour mark of the pause of the break. Yeah, we're gonna do a DBS meet and greet part 2. Alright, man, this music is... What else could I play? I need something more lit here. Let's see. No lyrics though. Much better. It sounds a lot less depressing. Leo, you gotta click the clock and then log in. Once you log in, you should have access. Or let me know if you're having issues, like just send the screenshots in the Discord. I'll help you out. What's your BO zone for long position? My breakout zone for long position, it won't be until like 41 minimum, probably more so like 64. Because on the way up here, you can just take your wick entry sells, right? You're expecting lower highs first before price actually switches in direction. It won't just go like this. It'll go like this, right? And then go. So where you go, I go, we gonna take some wick entry sells. If you were to come up. If you don't come up, then breakouts for sells are right here, you know? You gotta break below into these ranges here. So could be a much more massive day today. Next zones below 6.8 is gonna be 5 or 4.502. So yeah, you definitely got some range for sure. For sure. Nice pump from 564 just now. 564. My fry. Where is 564? Isn't 564? Oh, you talking about this? Oh yeah, you're right. It did come down as fast as 564. I didn't realize it broke the lows again. Sometimes y'all be saying stuff and it's like, I'm like, wait, what happened? Nah, this is a little too chaotic, man. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 music over here. No, I need a playlist, man. Chat, how many trades you guys got today? We got a 5 leg. We may tap into 45.88. 5 leg. 45.88. True. True. That is a 5 leg. 5 leg candle. Click. You're done. You ever watch DXY and XAG for further information in terms of divergence and convergence and virgin? No, I do not look at the DXY and XAG for confirmations. No, I think that was a thing for me before though. Like I used to look at the not XAG and stuff, but I'll look at DXY for gold. But I just look at gold now. Gold kind of gives me the information, all the information that I need. Nah, food commercials, grocery store commercial music right here. He looks at it all the time. I really don't think people have the, or it's not, a lot of people don't have the patience to be on the stream, bro. Cause yo, we get like 3 trades a week, you know, and people just want, people watch streams because they want trades, and we don't really get too many in a week. Enjoy, Leo. Let me know how it goes. Hey, we have 66 likes, guys. Chat, can we get to... Let's get to 100. Can we get to 100 today? Hey, I think this stream deserves 100 likes for telling you guys in advance that if we don't get the wick entry, we're gonna be here for 2 hours. Like, y'all didn't take that in? How I told you guys that we'll be waiting for 2 hours for the next idea because you just had 3 sessions that moved in a row. Like, that's gotta be 100 likes. Like, you take that information, you sit there and just chill out for the session for 2 hours, and then 11 a.m. comes and you're locked in again. Come on, that definitely deserves a like. That definitely deserves a like. Shit, when I was born, literally the day I came out the womb. Because you get one shot in life, right? So I woke up and just knew that whatever I do, I will make it. Sometimes there might be a little, like, you know, some different paths that you take before you get to where you want to get to, but you always find your way to that path. But you just know. This music is... Yo, where are the Drizzy Drake beats? Where are the Drizzy Drake beats? The Drizzy Drake copyright free music. Is that a thing? All right, yo, next person on this stream that sends me a copyright free music, hold on, I gotta wait till the Discord comes out to do this. But yo, if someone can find me a playlist and I really fuck with it, we could play throughout the entire stream, you get to become a mod. But I need some shit that, like, no misses, straight hits. You know? Straight hits, no misses. You can even find a 12-hour already created playlist, but we need something for the stream that, like, all hits copyright music. This group, yeah, hopefully this week, yeah. That's the last thing I gotta do. Just finish the episode 2, Discord, and that's it. Genre, I don't really care about genre. Like, it's just something that, like, you know, it could be like whatever genre. Doesn't matter. Some chill though. No lyrics. All right, no lyrics though. But if a mod gets it, then I guess you get to become I think there's 2 type of mods. There's mod and there's like mod of mods. You trade off of impulse moves or the confirmation moves. I trade off of all of the moves. If we trade it in every cycle. Drive, range, or liquidity. So it's all of them. It's like I'm guessing impulse will be like your range slash liquidity part, and then your confirmation is like your directional drive. So yeah, I think within all 3 cycles we traded them before. Just depends on what time frame you're looking at it from. What is this, Benzo? Yo, should this be the one for the stream chat? What do you guys think so far? All right. Your XYZ, can you send some bangers? The thing about copyright sometimes is that it says copyright, but then it's actually not. Vacation ads, music. This, I can't picture this, like those resorts that are like all paid for, and then they do a drone shot over the water right here, and over the water shows your rooms. Commercial. Yeah, this one's cool. Hey, about to be 11 soon, so hopefully some movement, little bit of movement. In the OG music, yeah, this is that OG. This is the raccoon, I think. Yeah, this is that raccoon playlist, the chili hop music. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah, 2 more days of April and then we're done. VVSO2 out now on ADMEs.com. You sent another one. Cancel that. The one you just sent looks exactly like the first one you sent. Oh, here we go, guys. Get ready. It's time. It's time. Literally, like, it's time. It's time to get. It's time to lock it in. Right. So we might get we might get some volume here, some movement, some. It's not bad. Let's see. Can we get a push? Can this fill this range here for 130? Previous five's a lay, yep. Let's see if he comes up for that one too. How much is this 5-minute candle here alone? This is 670 pips. Thank you, man. It is growing nicely. It is. Slowly but surely. Is there a major support around 4,500? A major support around 4,500. I think what I have next is major is yeah, actually there could be something here. Is that 4,500? 45.38 zones. 45.36 zones next, and then below there is going to be 44.93. So yeah, you could get continuations for sure. A lot of potential here. If we had the wick entry earlier, it would have been 2-hour break, and then now look for breakouts, right? So we could have had 2 trades today, but that's just how it goes some days. Still waiting on this one. Let's see. You need to break below here first, chat. So it's like 90 pips away. I think from the breakout, that push just then, you're like 70 pips away, and then we'll start hunting once it breaks below there, because then we can actually tell whether you have volume or not, right? But if you look left here real quick, you zoom in, look left at this leg candle that you have right here. It could be a doji candle too, or like weak bullish, but you can treat it as a leg candle right there. You got range all the way to 45.36, and this range here below the lows is like still 170, right? So you got a lot of range. So if you do get sells today, our stops likely will be I think we can probably use the daily candle high, to be honest, 47.05, because breaking through multiple ranges then. So then stops could be literally like 1,500, so 0.06 lot, I believe, will be what we'll be using. But yeah, you want to see this break and then pull back, right? But what's going to be important is that how strong it comes down. Spreads are pretty tight here, so you could get a very nice pop. Looks like it's starting to glitch basically. So yeah, just pay attention to that. It hasn't happened yet. Add important exams. It hasn't happened yet. See, I can read Polish. Spreads are really tight here, chat. Let's see, 47 more pips. Now say something right now. I can read Polish like that. Y'all didn't know? Look, say something right now. Hello. Give me some ice cream. Fight. I don't have Google Translate. Say this. Thank you very much. Day. I'm using my brain. That's what I'm using. I don't know what that one means. Something about like motive though. Say a statement in Polish then. Let me think. Statement. Bonjour, je m'appelle. Alright, can we get a pop here, man? Code, please, bruh. It's about to be hit the 2-hour mark. Beaver. Hello, brother. All right, buddy. All right, bro. How far was this? This was like 28 pips away. 28 pips away from breaking the lows to get this drive. Chat, y'all enjoying the stream so far, man? Hit the like button. I appreciate it. We can get to 100 likes. Let's get to 100. 100. Yesterday we got 150, so thank you so much. Yesterday for 150. I think some valuable lessons today though. We got some time. Maybe might still get a trade, you know. I didn't think we'll get one yesterday, and we got one, so who knows? Gold can surprise us some volume. Chat, y'all get trades today? Type of one if you got a trade today already. Type of one if you got a trade already. Type of two if you're still waiting. One, 2, still waiting. Took a trade already. Still waiting. Took a trade already. Took a trade already. Still waiting. Three or four trades. 3 or 4 trades today. Took a trade already. Still waiting. Oh. I'm on the 2 side too, man. Sells from 46.50 still in. Sheesh. You got a runner. She a runner, she a track star. She can run away when it gets time. Took a sell at 9.55, expecting price to fill the wick down and break 4-hour lows after failing to flip bullish on the 4. 9.55. That was. Oh, nice. Expecting price to fill the wick down after failing to flip on the 4. I see what you're doing. Why is trading so boring? Did I update the record from yesterday, chat? See, you guys be telling me delete trades taken, but you guys never tell me to update the record. You see what I mean? It's gotta go both ways, man. You can't just pray for one downfall. 151 123 82 151 152 or 1. I am tripping. 542 542. True. We're sitting at 86.86% win rate. Sheesh. I think if we don't count these as losses, man, I think we'll be like in the 89s right now. Maybe 88. I think 88. 88, 89. For sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. Brev. Is this copyright free? How I feel about sales. I like them. I just need a little bit more volume coming in, and then we should be set to go. Yeah, we should be set for landing. But I just need this volume to kind of shift in and stay, be a little bit more consistent. So hopefully this can just break the lows and give you a little pop here, and then I need to pull back and then second re-break. So it could be just like similar trade to as yesterday, right? I think you did try to come up on the 4 a couple times here. Like, where was the 4 opening? Around here? So yeah, you did try to come up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4 times lower highs, didn't drive up. Still a possibility of a drive up, but if you get a push, pull back, re-break, then that should be at least till 4536 continuation. But yeah, I like them. One of the couple things we're waiting for today. I think that's all we might have left though, guys, because for wick entry sells now, it needs to make its way all the way back up again, right? So that push up already happened earlier, so that's why we're a little further away from wick entry sells. And then from the buys, we're really far away from the buys. Who knows? Maybe wick entry sells might come fast, because it only takes one candle to come up, but it looks like it's gonna. Who knows? Maybe this one only took 17 minutes earlier, so maybe. But you're probably gonna be looking at 45.21 or something, or 46.21. So that's like 500 pips. You know what I mean? It's a little further away. If you guys are fucking with the stream, hit the like button. We almost at 100, man. We're 13 likes away, you guys. I know we can do it. I know we can do it. W Eddie. Third minute pulling back, leaving a wick if it can hold. Yeah, just how close is it to breaking out lows there? 25? Like 20 pips away. So yeah, we want to see like a break, push, pull back, something like this, and then if it pulls back to re-break the lows right away, that'll be our sell right down towards 36. So we'll probably end up getting like something like along a 7 pip range on the way down, along the lines of that, because I don't think we're gonna get in on the re-break here. Definitely not, right? You want to confirm volume. First breakup could be a fake out, especially when you don't have volume. So you want to let that break out, let that pull back, because if it's a fake out, it'll pull back and drive up. If it's not a fake out, it'll pull back up and then retest the lows and then give you continuation, aka lower highs on the small time frame, basically. I hope this is copyright. Spike. This is like that Daft Punk. Check, y'all fuck with Daft Punk? I don't know what you're talking about, Bento. And that VIP group, yeah, check out my website. It's pinned in the chat. There's some stuff on the website. I don't know about VIP. We just call it signals or course. $97 likes, yo. Let's get 3 more. Come on, it's Tuesday. Toughest day of the week. I lied. Tuesday's not the toughest day of the week. Toughest day of the week is Wednesday, I think. What do you guys think? Most like the longest day of the week. Yo, beggars can't be choosers. All right. I'm over this one. I need another playlist here. I pay more swaps on Wednesdays. Oh, when you like hold? I didn't know that. Oh wow, we might get a wick entry. You only gotta move 400 more pips to go. You only have to move up 400 pips and then we'll have the wick entry sells, but you gotta break these highs at least 200 if it's not 4, but this pop was pretty hard. Pretty hard. Let's see. 46.21. What else can I have here as my zone? Perhaps 46.08. Maybe 46.08 still. That was one of our OG zones today. One of the original zones. But minimum, you want to see a break of this high. Maybe, yeah. We could get a 46.08, 46.07, 95. How far is that? That will only be 260 pips away. That's pretty doable. But let's see if you can get a drive. Let's see, you get that drive and we'll be set. Thank you, David, for the Nightbot command. Well, what a helpful chat, man. You know, we're just trying to help each other out here. Sup, Jordy? You see a trade at 17:32? Dog, that's like 5 p.m. That's like 5:30. Damn, okay, at 5, Jordy said 5:32. Your first time on stream? Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Nah, Jordy, Aura ruined already, bruh. So now, I mean, yeah, 1 hour open, no bottom wick. Could be a top wick, yeah. Could be the top wick area. You have a leg candle on a 30, by the way, here, chat. 30-minute leg candle right here. 130 pip wick fill. So, yeah, that could be your pop. This is what I think it is. I feel like I used this song before. Yo, 51 months. 51 months. All-time leader. Happy belated birthday. Some old rap vibes. If I can find a copyright free music, yeah, for sure. It's a little difficult. Still no entry position done. No, but the session just started, basically. Right? 2-hour break after this NY opening. Right? It's 11 now. I think the session just woke up, so you still gotta wait for the first initial set of volume, which I think kind of came in here. And then you needed consistency in volume, and then you're right there. So there could be trades between now and 12. If there were to be something today, it's looking like this might be your prime time here for the session. You usually trade 11. Yeah, and usually 11 will set like a session stop loss though. So as the 1 hour opens up and sets highs and lows, we'll start setting a session stop loss. And then once it taps that, we'll call it a day. But yeah, there has been trades at 11. I think we had some 11 a.m. trades last week. Yeah, last week on the 21st, last Tuesday, we got 11 a.m. trade, 11:19. Yesterday we got 10.54. You're on a heater though. Look, for the year. Oh no, this is all time. Still, they were pretty set for the year. Like, we up 1,000 for the year. 1,000 pips. One loss. Yeah, 11's not fixed. I think it was fixed, but then I just thought, you know what, we can just set session stop losses. But yeah, there's no fix. Can you explain what 8 a.m. East is? I'm new here. 8 a.m. East is my website, where you can go and purchase signals. You can purchase the course. If you don't got money for any of those concepts, those things, you got the playbooks. Playbook 1 from 2022, playbook 2 from 2025, 2026. And there you have it. That is your website. Did you have your coffee? Yeah, man, we had our coffee right here. But I'm 2 cups in. I'm about to be 3 cups in. Not bad. You should really start posting on TikTok. I haven't been on TikTok in forever. Maybe. You know what's for this? Does every song here sounds like it came from like a... Y'all remember Kick Genius? Yeah, yo, who remembers Kick Genius? Kick Genius. OG Is it what they're called? Yeah, Kick Genius. It's like an OG channel.
Each one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions. Now, when played back simultaneously on two separate systems, the sounds are blended together.
They used to just wear shoes and like
Sound impossible to obtain in a
basketball shoe reviews. You can be your clipper, feel free, man. I don't have any clipper things set up though on WAP, but feel free. We'll get something started. Don, we on the fourth candle without top wick. Would we not grab liquidity below and pull up for tomorrow's news? Yeah, that is a good observation. That is possible. Overall, yeah, you could still push down, break the lows, and still rip back up if those 4-hour accounts are an issue. You're talking about these ones, right? Yeah, I think if you start breaking above like 30, probably 50 to be honest. I think 50. At that point, yeah, you come back up towards 75. Doesn't always need to happen though, right? But yeah, there is a possibility, especially when you're moving down this slow. It's not as efficient. Tomorrow should be pretty interesting. Tomorrow, chat, we got double sessions tomorrow, so we're not here. If we can't get anything today, it's fine. Tomorrow we got 2 attempts at the sessions. We'll be here in the morning, and then we'll be here for FOMC at 2 p.m. and then we'll see what we can do tomorrow. But it looks like today might be GG's. I'm gonna give it a little more time here because you can still get a 30-minute leg candle fill, probably until 11:30. But there hasn't been any consistency in volume throughout the day. So session stop loss. I think it'll be let's see. I want to see this 1 hour flips first. Peace out, RC. Get easy, bro. Throwback fiend. Fiend. Hey, thank you. 112 likes. We hit 100. Chat, is this the best one so far? Best playlist? It's only 27 minutes long though. I need a longer one. What's your important information, Penta? No problem, man. Another day, another discipline. Another day, another discipline. Space Cadet, what's up? What's up, my guy? Oh, my snap? Haven't uploaded my snap in forever, but the OGs know. The OGs know. Where's Enzo? Eating some benzos. Barzo. Green apple. Can you explain the wicks? Which wicks? Which one? There's so many of them. What time frame? Which one? You know how I know you don't smoke dope, Enzo? Because who the hell says I'm gonna go smoke some dope? It's funny. When you say this account doesn't have a wick, yeah. When I say the account doesn't have a wick, I was referring to a question someone asked earlier about these 4-hour accounts that don't have wicks. Sometimes it could mean that you're gonna come up to create wicks for those candles before coming down. That's what it means. If you break it down further, go in a smaller time frame, you'll see here. So you see how on a 4-hour time frame you don't have these wicks here. So you can put like zones here. Let's put something there. No wicks, no top wicks, no top wicks. This one has no top wick too. Right, so those could be zones now. You go in a smaller time frame, you'll see like, yeah, this move down. Although it was quite a bit of a move down, it was approximately 900 pips. It doesn't matter. The move down was very slow. So when you come back up, that entire range can get corrected. So if that were to happen, because it was a very slow push down and you get a correction of it, it's gonna look something like this. And then you'll be able to create those wicks for that area, these areas, these areas, and these areas eventually. So when you correct it, those are your target points for correction. Those no top wick areas, like these gray zones here that we marked up. So it's like, it's just something to be aware of, you know? Like, it doesn't mean 100% all the time it will do that, but if it does come up, like you can use those as target areas, you can use these as management areas. You can use it to confirm breakouts. So range 1, range 2, you can get a breakout above here to go up towards here. You can look for buys in this area. You don't want to look for buys in these areas though, because this is still very bearish. So yeah, that's basically what I have, you know. That's basically what that means. We used to have a really crazy obsession with them though. Like before, whenever we see no top wicks, like we'll be like, oh, that has to mean we'll come up for a top wick. And then as the years gone on, we realized that it's not always, but I'll say like 60% of the time it would come back up. No, I lied. 50 or 40, more closer to the low end. But that's why the smaller time frame gives you that information. So you can tell on the smaller time frame if it is or if it won't. especially when it's like this one, this right here, this 4 hour candle has no top wick. You can use a smaller time frame to see like, oh shit, you came up twice already near it, you didn't get a top wick, you came back here, oh shit, another top wick. All of a sudden now you have like lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. More lower highs means more lower lows. You may not get a top wick, then you come to that conclusion. What are they trying to do to you, Farzal? Then why y'all do my guy Farzal like that? If Farzal has that bad day, we have a bad year. Don't fuck with Farzal. If he has a bad day, we have a bad year. Leave that man the fuck alone. Still no trade. The bills is coming up. Hey man, that's when you don't want to be trading. If the bills are coming up and you think about trading, don't trade, trust me. Save yourself an account, save yourself some dollars. Illis. It's all wicks on 4 accounts, but very tiny. Yeah, they're tiny too. These little top wicks here. I guess just the idea of like a lower high is what I meant. All right, guys. I think we have 7 minutes left, man. 5 more minutes actually. Might be GG's. Chat, what do you guys rate today's price action though? What do you guys think? 1 to 10, what do you guys give it? You give it on the higher end? You give it low, like, you know? And when I ask this, I mean like, forget positions, like, you know, oh, I got a million pips today, it's a 10. Like, no, like price action wise, like off of how many opportunities it gave you, what do you give it on a scale of 1 to 10? No, Panther, don't do that, bro. We gotta protect your brain at all costs, man. No influence. 10-10 for me? Holy! Six trades for London. Oh, -6 for 6 for London, New York 1. 1 out of 10? Holy. Crazy. Huh? 380 pip day, broski. Holy. Oh my god, look for some. We might gotta stay here. Catch up with Eddie here. How come that big momentum happened during London and before NYC? That's just how it works sometimes, you know? You ranged throughout NY yesterday, so some days it may not move at the most perfect timing. But then you can really only do with what you have in front of you. So if you knew that, you know, London, Asian last night moved straight, no pauses, when are you gonna pause? New York session, right? Stanford, New York session, just like less stressful, but looking for trade ideas, because you know that, oh shit, you moved throughout 2 sessions. This session's got a range. Let me just chill here for a little bit. So that's kind of how our day went. And then maybe tomorrow NY session, you might pick up more, you know, you might move a lot more. London, Asia might be more shit. New York might move, but that's just the markets being the markets, right? It's going to do whatever it wants. So just try to, like, you know, save some of your energy for a much better session if you're not trading Asian in London. Catch about 22, 23 runs, 33 years. Hey, 1 month in though. I remember when we first had our first official month on stream where we didn't take a loss. It was February 2023, I think. And we were like, yo, because in 2022, February, I think we were going to go undefeated. But then we said, I just took a trade at like 11 on the last day of the month on the 28th or something. And then it kind of cooked us. But now, like, I feel like undefeated months come by like nothing. Like, yo, we've really only had 3 losses since last year. And since in the last 365 days, we've had 3 losses or 2 losses now. Like, that is actually absurd. Like, that's, I don't know. That's obviously a lot less trades, right? But still. FOMC tomorrow though. Buy stops and sell stops. What y'all think? We're gonna run a buy stop and sell stop for the news tomorrow. We gonna go crazy. Yeah, you actually can't lose if you never close out. Bro, what do you think? Just your think, buy, sell, more info? What, bro? What you think? Just your think, buy, sell, more info? I don't know what you asking, man. Don, gotta go. Thank you for a day. Nice chat. See you tomorrow. Much love. Yo, peace out. FGT. Don't worry about the bills, man. You'll get paid. Just be patient. See you tomorrow. The sound of doom. Do you think we have an onion play in the 15? I would say more so the 30. The 15 has a bit more structure. I think 30 is an onion, but the thing about 30 is a leg candle onion. So old me would say yes, it's a London. I think understanding leg candles, I'm a little more but idea of an onion is still there. Yeah, like you're at the, this could be the bottom of the range, first bullish closure, so you're assuming this one will pop. $15 looks good though. Yeah, you have like this nice bottom wicks here, especially this one, so higher lows on the way up could give you that pop. I think maybe the 15 could be maybe a fake out if you close back above here into this range. Bro, do you think go for buy on XAU? I need to do something today in trading. You, my man, need to relax because you don't need to do anything in trading, bruh. Who says you gotta do something in trading? You can just chill out until the market presents some good opportunities. I know you don't want to hear that because you want to do something today, but that's what I'm gonna do. I can't give you an answer that I won't follow. You gotta keep looking for different streams then until someone's in a trade, and then you gotta just take their trade if you want to do something today. Oh, you're talking about going short on the 15? I think it needs to close bearish, but I think it might be better if you're like above here at the top of the range, because I think right now you're in the middle of the ranges. So if you can come up maybe even like 4607 and then close bearish, I think that'd be a much better idea to look for, to be honest. Something like this, and then you come back down to retest the lows. Like this right here would be your onion play, you know? So back into the range, fake out even, you can say. But I think middle of the range means that you can still do whatsoever. You're from Albania? Shout out to Albania. Damn, we had someone else from Albania yesterday too. Let's see, what time is it? 11:31. Okay, let's see, man. You might got some volume here, chat. Let's see, you gotta push down 170 pips here, man. Yeah, I'll be streaming Wednesday, Friday, and tomorrow. Twice tomorrow. We'll be here. I'm Canadian. I realized my channel this entire time was set to America. Like I'm not I'm Canadian. So I have to change that. I need to rep Canada. Korean. Have you had less coffee before? No, I just switched over to espresso to like sip like coffee. Because the espresso, like when I take it, it's like 2 shots and then I feel it for like maybe 10 minutes, and then after that just kind of wears off. Whereas the coffee, I just continue sipping. How low do you think gold will go? I think we'll find out tomorrow for FOMC. I think the monthly closures can be pretty important here. You have like a leg candle on the monthly if it closes the way it closes. You have a wick fill too. Right now you're in between this range and this range. You're in a range. You're start of a range. So the only thing that can really happen next is like you can fill the wick down and then continue to range here for a little bit. So this might take a couple months. Yo, this could be the start of a range for the next year or 2 or 3, which is like 2022, 2023 times, 2021, 2020 times. If this is where it sits, possibility. It can't go up forever, and gold's been going up for like 3 years now, right? Like there hasn't been any pullbacks, and this is your biggest pullback. So this is the first time you're actually shifting in some set of structure. Like you're actually creating something that's not just constant bullish pushes up. So which means that this could be the first time you range in a long time, right? And when you range, you need liquidity next, and then you get your drives, which means that if this is the monthly, this is gonna take months or years, right? Because you can just do this, like come down next month, come up, range, come back up, just bounce between the ranges until you get liquidity. And then once you get liquidity, once you get a breakout of the range, you'll figure out if that's gonna be a fake out to continue up, and then that's when you make all-time highs, or you might get even like bullish closures and then continuations down, right? But I think it's gonna be some months at least, like before you break out between 5447 to like 53. So this range can be, it's pretty massive, so it won't affect our trading because we'll still be trading the smaller time frames and everything else. But the way you've been moving up on gold for the last like 3 years, like eventually it has to slow down. I don't know if this is gonna be the area, but this has been the first time that you have done something different ever, or not ever, but since, like, look, you can see since maybe 2012, you know, or since 2019 when I first started trading. So you just had one bull run since I first started, or since a lot of us first started too, which is not bad. We still trade those years. We did pretty good too. That coffee do much. It tastes like tires and rubber. In the trades, think I should leave them all? I think you should leave them all and come to mine, yes, because you won't be questioning mine, because I'm teaching you how I take mine live and how I came to those ideas and entries. So it's not them, it's just, or maybe they're not just explaining it enough, because you shouldn't be having to question their signals. Like if you follow them, you're following everything that they're doing, like, you know, they give you a step-by-step guidance as to what they're looking for, then it shouldn't be too hard to follow. Like even today, I was like, yo, we're gonna be sitting here for like 2 hours not doing anything likely. So you know, you're aware that, okay, for the next 2 hours, there may not be anything, right, on price. And then once price starts to form a little bit, you'll start hearing us say stuff like, hey, get ready. Play one that we broke down this morning at 8 is playing out. We're gonna take that play, right? So you're kind of following throughout the day those plays. But the next play here is gonna be GG's. It's gonna be a day here. So chat, I think that's it. I'll see y'all. I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow, double session. We'll be here in the morning. We'll be here for FOMC at 2 p.m. as well. I'll see you guys then. DVSO2 out now. ADMEast.com. Check out the website. I'll see y'all there tomorrow. Have a good day, everybody. Peace.